Hi, I'm Ebs, I'm from JIM and Tonic. Hi, I'm Ebs, I'm from JIM and Tonic. Hello, I'm Ebs, I'm from JIM and Tonic. Hello! Hi, welcome to JIM and Tonic, I'm Ebs. You're here with me if you've ordered one of our mini gin gift sets and you're wanting to enjoy them with friends and family or with a loved one or with your cats. We are gonna take you through how to make the best of your gin and have a really great time. So this is the box it will come in. We've got the tonics, we've got some aromatic, some ginger ale, some double Dutch Indian, ooh, and some elderflower. And then get all this sustainable cardboard out. Here is the main event. The gin, what we've all been waiting for. Dun da da da! So you've got your Mercato, the Ruby, Craft and London, and 4 perfect pairings to go with them. So let's get cracking. But first, here are some hot tips for you to consider before making your gin. And we've got JIM and Mixologist Seb to tell you all about them.
1 ice cube or 2 ice cubes in a glass, bad. Why? Because that is going to melt a lot quicker and dilute your gin and tonic than this is. Here it is, lots of ice, bang to the top. That's going to keep your drink cool. It's going to keep the other ice cubes cool. It isn't going to melt as quick. This is good, this is bad. So we always go for this kind of serve here. So you should do the same really. Always top up so you don't get that dilution in your gin and tonic. And if you're a super geek, check out how they used to transport ice across the Atlantic and you'll find out why we use a lot of ice. They use 1 massive big block of ice and in an unrefrigerated vessel, obviously the sea's quite cold anyway, by the time they got over to the other side, hardly any of it was melted. If they just transported 1 ice cube, that would have melted very damn sharpish. Pub quiz champion, mate, know everything.
So I know traditionally we've been having gin and tonics from the highball glass, but about 10 years ago, once gin started to pick up and to become more versatile, we actually re-perfected the serve, and for the perfect serve, the balloon glass wins on all terms. You want a glass with a stem. So you don't warm up the drink with your hand. Also, you want a large capacity glass that can hold as much ice as possible, causing less dilution onto your drink. Last but not least, the balloon shape will actually pack all the flavors and the aroma directly under your nose. So yeah, I would say the best way to enjoy a gin and tonic is from a copper balloon glass.
Thanks, Seb. Great hat. It's time for our first drink of the evening. So grab your Mercato gin and let's get going.
This is our perfect serve that we serve right here at Mercato. We call it the Clella and we start with a copper glass filled to the brim with ice to stop the dilution. Main ingredient, 50 ml of Mercato gin, herbaceous and citrusy. We then drop in our garnish, rosemary and an orange, not like that, do chop it up, segments or rings, whatever you prefer. And then finish it off with premium Indian tonic. We use Double Dutch here, other brands are available. Stir it all up, bosh, enjoy it with or without the straw, that's up to you. And check it out, here it is.
Hi guys, welcome to another Seb Sesh. I'm Seb, head bartender and mixologist at JIM and Tonic, and I'm here today to present to you our perfect serve on our Mercato gin. So I'm just gonna start off by chilling the glass, and I will tell you a bit about our Mercato gin while we're doing that. So Mercato is actually our first gin ever created in our micro distillery at Elephant and Castle. It's a gin inspired by the Mediterranean market, by the Italian market to be fair. The name literally translates from Italian to market gin. We are using fresh herbs in the distillate. we are using rosemary, we are using thyme, we're also using basil, sweet orange peel and lemon. So I'm gonna start off with a double ounce of Mediterranean gin. Next we're gonna ice that up all the way to the top. We're gonna go for a classic Indian tonic, so we can let the herbaceous aroma of the gin settle and sit on a clean tonic. We're just gonna give that an extra stir to blend all the flavors together. And as a garnish, we're gonna go for 2 of the botanicals which we already have inside the distillate. We're gonna go for fresh orange for the citrus character, but we're also gonna go for rosemary. Finish that off with a straw. And there we have it. Mercato Mediterranean gin perfect serve with Indian tonic, fresh orange and rosemary. Cheers, enjoy.
Thanks, Seb. This is our Mercato gin. And while you're sipping on yours, let me tell you a bit about JIM and Tonic. We are a sustainable bar and distillery based in Mercato Metropolitano in Elephant and Castle. And we've got a few other venues popping up around London. We make all of our gins in our copper pot still, which is behind the bar in Elephant and Castle. She makes all of our gins. She's 10 out of 10. She's amazing. Go for Gold Sister. We are great enthusiasts for independent brands, craft tonics that will go really well with our interesting and innovative gins to bring you the most exciting gin and tonics possible. Sustainability is at the core of what we do here throughout our distillery process and the operations of our bar. We always consider the most sustainable course of action. And here is Jim to tell you all about why he started JIM and Tonic.
In a nutshell, I was skiing with mates in Norway. It's the first time I was exposed to amazing gin and tonics in copper glasses. I had a Williams chase with apple and juniper, a Monkey 47 with orange and cinnamon, got a bit drunk, started slurring gin and tonic, sounded like JIM and Tonic, laughed a little bit, bought the domain for 20 quid and bang, here you go, this is where we're at now. If you want to know a bit more, if you go to our website, I've got a blog post, 7 gin testing reasons why we started it.
Hope you guys are enjoying your Mercato gin and tonic. I hope you are getting all of the herbaceousness of the gin, the basil, the rosemary, the thyme. I hope you've got the little garnish, the citrus of the orange to like balance it all out. I really love this gin. It's like a classic gin and tonic with a little zhuzh of herbaceousness on top. How many times can I say herbaceous? Herbaceous. If your Mercato gin is looking snazzy, we want to see it. So get on the socials, share what you've made, tag us at JIM and Tonic, hashtag Mediterranean Gin. You know, people often ask us, how do you make your gin so good? How do you make gin full stop? Oh, well, luckily for you, we've got Seb here, our chief distiller, to tell us all about it.
So our gin is made from an organic wheat-based spirit, which comes in very high percentage, 96. We then dilute it with water, add botanicals to it. To be a gin, it has to taste predominantly of juniper. We then put it in the still, redistill it, and dilute it down to a drinkable concentration of around 40%, depending on the gin, and go from there. So alcohol and botanicals, really.
Feel free to pause me here while you enjoy your gin, and we'll be back for a ruby when you're ready. Now it's time for your second drink, a ruby. Over to JIM and Mixo Seb to tell you more.
Here we go, an alternate serve, going a bit off piste. We're not actually using a tonic for this one, for all those that don't like tonic. We've got our copper glass. We've filled it to the brim with ice to stop the dilution. Star of the show, 50 ml of Ruby Rhubarb Gin, sweet and fruity. We're going to pop in a slice of orange, and then here we go, we've got a choice. We've got our Fever Tree Ginger Ale, we've got our Franklin's Ginger Beer. Other brands are available. Ale is less fiery, beer is very fiery. So that's up to you how spicy you want it. I'll normally go for the ginger beer. I'll stir it all up, and here it is, check it out.
Hi guys, welcome to Seb Sessions. I'm Seb, head mixologist for JIM and TONIC, and today I want to walk you through my favorite rhubarb serve, which comes with ginger ale and a slice of orange. So we're gonna start off by pre-chilling the glass. You want to get that nice and cold, so you cause less water dilution in your drink. So, all right. Next, we're gonna add a healthy double ounce of the Ruby Rhubarb Gin. So now we're gonna ice it up all the way to the top. And next, we're gonna add our ginger ale. There's just something about the flavor of rhubarb and ginger. Brings back childhood memories. So just give that a gentle stir to blend all the flavor together. Delicious. Next, we're gonna add our garnish. We're using fresh orange. And we're gonna go for 2 slices, just to bring out a bit of citrus. Garnish that with a straw there. And enjoy. Cheers.
So here we've got our Ruby. It's our pink gin, our rhubarb gin, which is our bestseller by far behind the bar. People love it. If you taste it, you can get like a lot of sweetness from it because it's made with honey. So if you're like not a fan of gin, this is actually the best gin for you, particularly with this serve, because if you don't like tonic, this is made with ginger ale. It's vibrant, it's delicious, it's stunning, and you can feel like you're having a gin and tonic without like the commitment of all the dry flavors. You can just have a fun, sweet, amazing drink. And here's Seb to tell you a bit more about pink gin.
So pink gin is really simple. It's a gin, so tasting predominantly of juniper. That is pink in colour. There's no legal definition for it. So, you know, we use rhubarb and honey in our gin. Typically the style has a bit of sweetness to it as well. So we use the honey to bring that element. And then, you know, and then the pink colour, which from us comes from hibiscus and actually some beetroot as well, which is quite interesting. Doesn't taste the beetroot though. And that basically gives it a nice pink colour. Looks great in the glass, and it's just more fun for everyone.
Thanks, Seb. I hope you guys are all enjoying your rubies. I know I have. If you were proud of your ruby, you want to show it off, get it on the socials, you know what to do. Now I'm ready for the next drink. If you are too, let's get going. If you want to pause me, take your time, enjoy your drink, then I'll see you over at the craft corner. Time to get crafty. Grab your craft gin, and JIM and Seb will tell you all about it.
This is our craft perfect serve that we serve right here. We call it the Rosa. We start off with our craft gin, distilled with our partners German craft beer right next door. Really nice hoppy and citrusy gin. We're going to start with the copper glass, the ice up to the top to stop dilution. Pop your 50 ml of gin in. We're going to garnish it with juniper berries. Don't worry, you can easily get hold of them at the supermarket in your spice aisle, in your little pot. Going to put a little wedge of orange in there, and we're going to finish off with, this time we've got a Fever Tree aromatic tonic. We pop that in as much as you want, stir it all up, beautiful, and here it is, check it out.
Hi guys, welcome to Seb Sessions. My name is Seb and I'm the head mixologist for JIM and TONIC. I'm here today to walk you through our perfect serve on craft hopped gin. So, we're gonna start off by pre-chilling the glass. Right, that's nice and cold. Next, we're gonna be adding a double ounce of craft hopped gin. Next, we're gonna ice that up all the way to the top. Now it's time for the mixer. And for this, we went for aromatic tonic, just to complement the hops inside the gin. We're gonna give that just an extra stir to blend in all the flavors. That's lovely. So last but not least, we're gonna garnish with fresh orange slice and plenty of juniper berries. Finish that off with a straw and we're ready to enjoy. There we have it. Craft perfect serve. Aromatic, orange and juniper berries. Enjoy, cheers.
Here we have it, the craft gin, what you've all been waiting for. I hope you're enjoying it. And while you sip away, we are going to talk about what we get asked about a lot. It's the difference between gin and vodka. Is it the same? Is it different? We've got Seb here that will demystify everything. Off you go, Seb.
Gin and vodka are related, but they are different. So gin uses a base of neutral spirit, as does vodka typically. However, gin is flavoured with botanicals, whereas vodka is not. So vodka should be neutral in flavour by law.
Thanks, Seb. And while I've got you here, you can see that we've garnished with juniper berries. And I'm like, what's with that? What are they? What do they do? Can you please tell me?
So a juniper berry is actually the seed of the juniper tree. Rather, it holds the seed of the juniper tree. It's not a true berry, it's more like a pine cone. And if you take one apart, you'll also see that it is more like a pine cone as well. Very resinous, quite a lot of sugar to them as well. It's about 250 grams per kilo of sugar in a juniper berry, which makes them very sweet and also very piney and resinous. So.
Delicious. So here you can pause me for the final time if you want to enjoy this crafty delight. But next up, we've got our last gin. It's our London Dry. So either pause me or let's get cracking with another one. It's a London Dry time. So grab your London Dry gin and it's over to JIM and Seb.
Here we go, another serve with our London Dry new gin that we've got out, fresh and crisp. We're gonna have 50 ml of that in this. We always go for the 50 ml. We've got our copper glass filled to the brim with ice, so we don't want any dilution in there. So we're gonna garnish with juniper and apple. Red, if you like a team that plays in red. Green, if you're a goalkeeper, get that in. We're gonna have then finished off with elderflower tonic. Stick that in there, stir it up. Beautiful serve. Here it is, check it out.
Welcome to Seb Sesh. I'm Seb, head bartender for JIM and Tonic, and I'm here today to present to you my favorite serve for our London Dry Gin. It's gonna go with elderflower, it's gonna go with a really nice apple fan, but also with juniper berries. So, first off, we're gonna start by chilling the glass. It's perfect. Now we're gonna discard the ice and we're ready for the spirit. So we're gonna go for double ounce of our lovely London Dry Gin. Next, we're gonna ice that up all the way to the top. Now it's time for the mixer. We're gonna go for elderflower tonic on this one. And as a garnish, we're going to enhance one of the flavors which we already have inside the gin. So the gin uses heritage British apples, and we're going to go for a really nice apple fan. Beautiful. Thanks. Just an extra touch, juniper berries. The London Dry Gin with elderflower, apple, and juniper berries. Cheers, enjoy.
Thanks, Seb. And here we have it, the London Dry Gin. But what is London Dry Gin? We need to find out more. And here is Seb to tell us all about it.
So London Dry Gin is a distilled gin, meaning that you take a neutral spirit, put that into the still with the botanicals and distill it. The collected distillate has to be higher than 70% alcohol, and no added flavourings or colouring or sugar is able to be added after the distillation. So it's a pure gin, effectively.
Thanks, Seb. I hope you guys are enjoying the London Dry. I hope you're getting the florals, the London, the beating heart of the city, all in a gin and tonic. It is 10 out of 10, honestly. Oh my God, amazing. Delicious. So guys, thank you for coming along on this journey through our gins with us. We had a great time. I hope you did too. If you had a favorite, if you want to have more, you have a voucher in your box and you can head to our website, www.jimandtonic.com, and you can purchase a box from us that comes with a larger bottle of our gin and an array of tonics, so you can keep mixing and matching and creating perfect gin and tonics from the comfort of your home. And that's it from us at JIM and Tonic. Thank you so much for coming along. We hope to see you soon. Cheers.